Hello, everyone. Sowore, really gave Adams Oshiomole that kind of response that says to an elderly person, "Is your head correct? Are you okay?" Because it's unbelievable what these politicians will do in their desperation for whatever it is that they want. One of the things that I suspect Adams Oshiomole is angry for is, of course, a Senate president. This time that he came, he's a first-time senator, so he wasn't in a position to be able to get it. And you see some of the desperation. As a senator, I must say that Adams Oshiomole, for me personally, I don't know for he has been doing well, especially on the floor of the Senate, where he talks, where he takes on issues. Sometimes he actually speaks, like an opposition. He really takes on even people from his own parties or some issues, policies, and all of that. But it's actually somehow so I don't know, should I call it degrading when you see him obviously praising Tinubu's policies that are heinous? There are no policies there. It's absolute nonsense what the whole thing that are going on. And you see him, this desperation he has, to praise Tinubu. And I'm looking at it, I think it's from that mentality where what we have seen, that Senate presidents are not chosen by members of the Senate. They are endorsed and chosen by whoever is the president, and Adams Oshiomole isn't reading the room to see that, hey, Tinubu, even if he lasts till, even if, yes, I said even if he lasts the 4 years, it's very said to be another, one term, illegitimate president as it is. And so this desperation to always sort of like defend Tinubu, speak up for Tinubu, and show also that maybe by the time another year, election time, after 4 years, the next tenure comes in, then he probably will be able to get a soft landing with Tinubu. These are the things I thought. I think I might be absolutely wrong, but for me, in trying to connect the dots, this is what I see. This is what I can connect. That Adams Oshiomole is wanting to be a Senate president, because in the current dispensation of things, the Senate presidency has been zoned somehow to the south, and of course he coming from the south, and if in the next 4 years he's able to be re-elected, would be him trying to be Senate president and trying to suck up to Tinubu, because he thinks that Tinubu will be there as another illegitimate president. Even the people that had voted for Tinubu, a good number of them are going to vote for him again. Even the northern, you see what has been happening in the north and all of that. So it's quite, when you hear him speak in certain places and how he speaks, you're just wondering, what's wrong with this Irama? What's wrong with this Pale? Waiting now. Wait till they calm down. And so there was an interview that he did where he said certain things that were not really quite in a good light about Sowore. And then Sowore was asked, about those things, and this was Showore's response. So just watch this.
In an interview on Arise TV, Comrade Adams Oshiomole was asked if he knew the protesters. He, of course, said the protest was faceless. He didn't know who the leaders and the sponsors of the protest were. And your name came up. And he referred to you as an absentee desktop leader, a failed presidential candidate, and a politician, in some measure, a politician who is mourning his loss, because you're in the political space right now, so you probably do not have the right to be calling names or calling out all the politicians. What response would you have to him?
I don't pay attention to Adams Oshiomole. I knew Adams Oshiomole as far back as 1992, 1993, 94. They were the ones who sold out Nigerian people with late Pascal Bafia of the NLC at that time. So he's a wheeler dealer. Like, what am I mourning, in an election that did not take place? I think they're the ones who are mourning. They're the ones who have to be on TV every morning, just crying and sobbing and trying to defend the indefensible. I don't think it's important to waste my time. And, let me just brag a little bit here. I'm a presidential candidate, so I cannot be responding to a senator.
Okay.
It's absolutely, so I don't even know. I want to say sad. Then I'm thinking also, is that really sad? Because when you're saying something about sad, is that you value someone's opinion to the extent that you sort of like look at him, some of the things that he's doing as being sad. But it's just so terrible, so actually absolutely disgusting that Adams Oshomole is reducing himself to an attack dog, for Tinubu. Adams Oshomole should be more above, beyond and above that, honestly. For me, if not the way that Adams Oshomole had just degenerated, after his governorship, this was someone that potentially had what it takes to have been able to run for the presidency of the country. But of course, character, it's not there. It's largely lacking. This was someone that was known all over Nigeria, especially during his days in the NLC, and how he would seemingly stand up for the people against the government. But other people now, of course, have different opinion on all of those things. To see Adams Oshomole in this manner, attacking people, which one is he lost the election? They are like Sowore rightly say, he has a right to, but he's a presidential candidate. Adams Oshomole is just merely a senator, so there's no even talking to each other about which one is okay. Election has gone, the people that lost election. What has that got to do with anything? You guys are failing, absolutely failing, and that's what really. Yeah, come in, yeah. Okay. So you guys are failing, absolutely failing, and that's what the problem is. The problem is not about whether someone has lost election and failing one kind or whatever. That's just what is on ground. And I think there's something that Ose Aneni said that I'm gonna just add here and just leave there, because what he was saying was just so apt, and just looking at those people just behaving the way that they behave, it's just really not acceptable. It's just somehow a little bit disgusting, really.
Thank you, Dr. Abati. I watched yesterday's interview with a mixture of disappointment and shock. I know our governor, he's supposed to be an elder statesman. He's supposed to play his politics, at the level where you have the Obasanjos and even the John Oyeguns from Edo State. And I was really disappointed to see him descend into the arena, so to speak. But that's his right, and that wouldn't be a problem if he decided to discard the garb of statesmanship. And he wants to become a political pugilist. He's entitled to do that. I think what shocked me was, and I want to choose my language, carefully, because I hold the governor in the highest of regards. I was shocked to see him come on air on national television to push lies and propaganda. And why that is important is, the new Electoral Act, I think it's section 123B and C, says if you come out and you publish or push false information or reckless information that seeks to disparage or discredit a candidate, you've committed an offense, and you are liable to 6 months in jail, or I think 100,000 naira fine. And it's something that we have filed. I don't want people to think they can come on air and speak recklessly and break the law and think that there will be no consequences. We want to test whether Oshiomole is truly above the law. You showed a clip. You showed a clip of some of the things he said. He said a lot more. He said INEC brought a witness who stated the card was forged. He said the judge ruled against Aso Egudalo, that's Justice Omotosho, ruled against Aso Egudalo in the Federal High Court. And then Aso went on appeal. And upon appeal, it was also dismissed, and that the PDP have now approached the Supreme Court. It was a litany of lies that truly, truly shocked me. If propaganda was in the Olympics, I think Adams Oshomole would have won the gold medal yesterday with his performance. Ayo, I want to thank you, Rufai, as well. When he started lying, you asked him, look, do you have the court judgments? What court judgments are you referring to? And I think to the media, when people come on air to speak about court judgments, just ask them a simple question. Where is the CTC? To which point are you speaking? So, for instance, I can come on air and say that Oshiomole lied on national television yesterday when